cement tiles for flooring. Don't have children before you're ready to settle down. Avoid a major drug habit at all costs, and try to stay debt-free. To go home and rest up. You know, since I travel for a living, I don't really want to go anywhere. If I have free time, I want to be as stationary as possible. I read a lot. I fool around in my my workshop, my barn. I exercise a lot because it makes me feel good. Recently, I just take long walks. Well, I probably, if I were a musician, I'd probably make furniture, you know, cabinetry or furniture, some kind of. I'd work with wood in a shop. First car was a 1968 Cortina GT, an English Ford. It was a four-cylinder engine with a four-speed manual transmission. It was fast and light and just a ball to drive. It was a great car. Yeah. Andre Segovia. At the University of North Carolina, in a concert hall there, I think was probably the first. The first popular concert I attended was Peter, Paul, and Mary in Raleigh, North Carolina. My favorite Broadway play is probably Guys and Dolls, but I also love My Fair Lady and Oklahoma, South Pacific, Kiss Me Kate. I love Kiss Me Kate. That's a great one. Cole Porter. A book called The Answer by a guy named Reese Halley, I think his name is. Kind of a technical book about a certain kind of nuclear energy. Only everything is everything. I built a studio for myself once on Martha's Vineyard. That was good, and I fenced in the dog yard up there and built the gates that go into it. I also built the drum machine that we used in one man band. I had help with that one, but I'm still proud of it. That was fun. Billie Jean, I guess. I don't know, what's the most popular song, most successful song ever? I wish I'd written Yesterday. That's a great song. I wish I'd written You Don't Know Me. That's a nice song. Such a sad song, real heartbreak song. Pretty good. There's a great film from 1948, year I was born, called The Winslow Boy. Invisibility, I think. I read myself to sleep every night. Don't ask this man any technical questions. Don't engage this person in a political discussion, right? Francis Cabral, I would like to collaborate with him. Do I have any tattoos? Yes, I do have a tattoo. I got one with my sister in London in 1968. It's her little design. There's sort of a long story that goes along, that goes with it. I took my sister Kate for a long drive into the English countryside. We had met somebody who was covered with tattoos on the Portobello Road in London. My sister Kate said, "Where'd you get those tattoos? I've got something I want to get tattooed on me." He gave us directions to a town that was 2.5 hours to the southwest of London, at a military base called Aldershot. And we found the tattoo artist in an arcade, only he was closed for lunch. So we came back after lunch, and he wouldn't tattoo an unmarried woman. The only way he would put a tattoo on a woman is if she were there with her husband and he was sober. The upshot was that I agreed to get the tattoo. I'm her brother. We showed him our passports. He said, okay, if you get it too, she can have it. So she got the tattoo and I ended up with it as well. So it's just a little symbol on my shoulder that's been there ever since. Like spaghetti, pasta, linguine. Oh, wear your bicycle helmet, something like that, Interstices. I use interstices too much. Interstitial. Yes, I have. Yeah, I've said that before, and I suffered hugely for it. They were merciless to me for doing it, but it was fun. I can't remember the city now, but it's something you do once and then take pains not to have it happen again. Nothing there. Oh, usually when I'm begging off doing something, I'll make an excuse that's either exaggerated or just downright untrue. I had a poster to a Picasso exhibit, but I think it was my mother who put it on the wall, so that wasn't my choice. No, didn't have much in the way of poster art. What makes the Hottentot so hot? What puts the ape in apricot? What do they got that I ain't got? Courage. No, I used to though. When I was a kid, we had a huge shower stall. There were 5 of us. And my folks in this house that my mom designed, there was a shower room that was tiled, and it had a sort of a threshold that was about a foot off the ground, so you could fill it up with about 10 inches of water. And she'd just throw all 5 of us in there with a cup of laundry detergent, just let us agitate ourselves clean. But I used to go in that room and sing when the faucets weren't on, because it had great acoustics. It echoed a lot. It was a great place to sing. I don't like roller coasters. This is Spinal Tap, I guess. A piano.